Well, good morning and welcome to Morning Motivational Rant, everyone. I am one of your hosts, Dino the Genetic Marvel, and with me as always is Crystal Morency. Good morning, Crystal. How are you?
Good morning. Happy Canada Day. I wore my Canada Day
Happy
headphones.
Canada Day, everyone. It is the day after
And the ones that you can hear with.
No, they're just always
Well,
nice.
we're going to do time travel.
Well, it's the day
time travel to the past.
It's the day after my anniversary, and I am still alive. So that is a good thing.
Yay!
That is a wonderful thing.
How did your night go?
Fantastic. We had a great time. Everything went well, and no murder. So that's always good. That's always a beneficial thing. Yeah.
Did you do my idea? Did you do my idea? Did you light candles and have scary movies and have popcorn?
No, we didn't watch any scary movies this time, so it's a little bit of a pain. Just Victoria has to help her folks later on in the night, so it's like kind of breaks up our evening. But we watched a couple of shows. We almost finished. We were watching The Order, which is it's a little bit.
Oh, that one.
It's a little bit young adulty, but at the same time, it actually has a cool story. It's about witches and werewolves, basically. It's pretty cool. And then she started to go really well. It's funny, there's a couple of characters in it, I'm like, that reminds us of one specific friend that is such a piece of garbage. They were just like, yeah, and then you see her thought process and you're like, that makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly who that is. So, before we get on to anything else,
okay. Are you gonna tell me more about your piece of shit friend?
No, I don't want to give her that glory.
Okay.
But now, the person that I've known the longest is a friend of mine who she now lives out in Burlington. I've known her since grade 2, maybe earlier.
I suck at apologies. What does it say? Let me see it.
I suck at apologies.
I always peek up like as if I could see it if I say it like this.
It says,
I suck at apologies, so unfuck you.
Yeah, I suck at apologies, so unfuck yourself, or unfuck you, or whatever.
Or unfuck, whatever.
Yeah. So, her son Cole turns 12 today. And, so as a way of saying happy birthday to him, because I'm a horrible person, so I was like, can I just give him some cash? She's like, no, do something nice for him. And I'm like, I'm not a nice person. I'm a piece of shit. Why do I have to do? And she's like, listen, you know, if you love me and my son, you should do something nice for him. And I'm like, oh, fuck, right? And I'm like, if I just give him like 300, I'm like, oh, okay, he's 12, right? 12 is a very interesting age, right?
Awesome age.
Yeah, it's kind of it's the calm before the storm. You know what I mean? Like at 12 years old, you rule the playground to a certain time.
Take him paintballing.
It's still quarantine. I'm not taking anyone anywhere. Anyways, so he's a really good kid. His mom. She stops at nothing to try and give him every possible experience. Which at one point you're like, okay, listen, you're just making us look bad. But on the other side, it gives him a whole exposure to the world, right? Like they cook together, they do crafts together, they try and do that kind of stuff. She's a great mom. So I was just gonna tell him. I wanted to say to you, Cole, that this is going to be going forward. Like your 12th birthday, you're starting a new adventure in your life, and you don't even realize it. Some of the advice I wish I would have got was, number one, it gets better. Don't worry about it. Okay, so there's going to be times when things don't go well. Don't worry about it. It's okay. One of the hardest things, especially around that age, is to figure out who you are. And I'll be honest with you, I took the time to figure out who I was and also who I wanted to be. And that was a huge help just in being able to establish myself and to change my path. So, all the best to you in your 12th year. But just remember that you have loved ones around you. You have loved ones around you that care, and you know me. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be that guy that you can call in the middle of the night. No questions asked. I'll come pick you up. Okay? That's my offer to you.
Me too.
Don't call Crystal. She'll be like, where's the party? Let's do this. Okay? Whereas I won't even talk. I'll just come. I'll pick you up. I'll take you home. No questions asked. I won't. And your mom can say that she can kick me ass, but it's not true. Okay? It's not true. She thinks she can. She sent me to the hospital once when we were very young. It doesn't count. Okay? Which is true. She did send me to the hospital for a weekend. But the point is, listen, you
don't understand how many bits I can make right now, how many jokes I can make right now.
We were children, so there's no bits for it, okay? Stop it, you. I'm trying to do something nice for the child.
Going to.
Listen, just know that people
King
care
Cole.
about you, okay?
Oh, King Cole.
Yeah.
Yes, we care about you, Cole.
Know that people...
To all the 12-year-old boys, it's okay if the wind blows and your penis gets hard.
Shut up, you. Let me tell the kids something nice.
Okay.
Dick. Fucking hell.
We are saying something nice.
You never met him, you asshole. No. Listen.
Batman is still awesome.
So, I'm just saying is that you're gonna do stuff that you're gonna look back on it and you're gonna look on it fondly. At the time, you may not look at it fondly. You'll be like, "I'm dead. Someone's gonna kill me." Trust me, things aren't as bad as they seem. Just keep your head on your shoulders. No. Don't get pressured into doing anything. Peer pressure is the dumbest thing in the world. Okay, it is literally, and it rules so much. Cool. Yeah, just be yourself. Talk to your mom. Yep. Talk to me. Talk to your dad. There's
talk to me.
There's no don't talk to Crystal.
Me, comment.
You don't want that.
Talk to Crystal. You want that.
Not for a few years.
Get you by with the ladies.
Like you're gonna want that a little bit later. Not but trust me, like she'll have some insight for you. Don't worry about it. But
I'll be some good.
I'm gonna call you later today. This is gonna be posted probably in about a week's time. But I want to wish you a happy birthday. I'm excited to watch you become the man you're gonna be. And just know that we're always there for you, okay? And that's my...
Want me to play some Skinner, Simple Man?
No. I don't even know what that meant.
Listen to Simple Man, buddy. It's so...
You just made a bunch of sounds. I don't even know. No.
Simple Man. The song, Skinner.
The funny thing is, so today's Canada Day for us, so we're going to be posting this probably in about a week's time. And the funny thing is that
magic of time.
Nah, I'm not even gonna bother that. We're just not technically savvy enough yet to do it the same day. That's all. But so the funny thing is that like usually during the day I'll send out some funny memes or whatever that I see on the internet to a select few friends of mine that I sent. But the problem is they're usually working during the day. So now I've gotten like 35 messages of people going, "Hey, have you seen this? Hey, have you seen this?" Because they actually have a day off. And I'm just like, fuck you guys. So it's been such an exciting day so far. How are you, Crystal?
My day's good. I've already put out 2 videos wishing everybody a happy Canada Day while I was waiting for you. So good morning. See, I'm on it. I already got Canada Day headphones. I'm on it. Today was a bit of one of those mornings where like I kind of woke up feeling sorry for myself. So I'm like, all right, well today's Canada Day. Let's rock it.
Absolutely. You know what? It's funny how that works. Is that nobody really talks about mental health like we should. Because it's not...
Jesus. I go and say that I woke up feeling sorry for myself, and you're like, we should talk about mental health.
Absolutely. You know what? And that's the problem. Is people are like, oh, fuck you, man. And you're like, no, it doesn't... So, okay, look. Remember, we're talking about mental health. We're not talking about mental illness, okay? Mental illness has a lot more stigmas attached to it.
It's okay, too.
Absolutely.
Okay
absolutely.
Too.
But let's fight a fight that we can win first. And then we can gain momentum to conquer what we need to, right?
Ooh, can I tell you
that's
something?
That's a good soundbite. That's a good soundbite. Come on, that's pretty wicked.
That is. That was a great one.
Yeah, please.
But I got something. So I was cleaning up today, and I was feeling really shitty this morning, right? Kind of having one of those. Boohoo days. So, and it says, your enthusiasm towards work will soon pay off. And I am one badass, hard-ass worker.
You are.
So my enthusiasm towards work will someday pay off, it says. And this was a fortune cookie. I got it like a week ago, or a couple weeks ago, and I found it today as I was like cleaning up, because I clean a lot when I'm all emotional and don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
So, and this I found, and I was like, that's perfect. So I wanted to share that with you. So see, fortune cookies said that today will be a good day. Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. No, you know what? And actually, it's funny. So many people have actually, because what I do is when we upload a video, I try and share it to various groups on Facebook, put it on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Specifically, obviously, to get the word out and gain popularity, and also to get feedback on some level too. Now, the funny part is that so many people have responded saying that number one, we are posting too often, and I'm like, I don't care, because we're doing Monday to Friday every week, right?
Well,
and I'm like,
yep.
No.
The more content, the better.
Well, and that's why people
They're
are
just
like,
jealous. They can't come up with an hour.
Well, the best part is they're like, oh, this is spam. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm sending you a new episode every day. And they're like, whatever. And I'm like, all right, but nobody's posted on your comedy group for 3 days. And the last thing was, hey, fuck you guys. So, whatever. To the groups that are allowing me to post, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. We appreciate the opportunity. And we do our best to have some content that is actually fucking hilarious.
And not only that, Dino, you know what I've learned over the past couple days?
Don't go into the woods.
Put you down or tell you that no, I'm going back to the woods by myself. So the people that put you down or say that you can't do this, or that's stupid for doing this, or you shouldn't do this. Those are people that just want to do what you're doing, they're jealous of you. Like, that's why we have racism and stuff like that. Is because everyone was jealous of the big black cock and the big hard workers and the fact that they were athletic.
Stop talking! Stop talking! Stop talking! Stop talking! Stop talking! For the love of fucking Christ, stop talking! Holy fucking shit! You trying to get us dead? Fucking hell, Crystal.
No, I'm saying that's
no,
why.
Stop. Just stop. Let me clear this up first. What we're saying is that when you show that you have great ability in any specific area, is it can cause undue jealousy for people that have an insignificant existence.
And then they'll try to bring you down.
Exactly.
And they'll try to bring you down or tell you that what you're doing isn't right. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Just do whatever you're doing and go with it. If you're passionate about it and you enjoy doing it, go get it. You got this, baby. Get it.
And to you, person who owns a bar who says you're too fat for that chair, I say, fuck you. I'm more than fat enough to fit in that chair. And if I break it, that is your fault, you son of a bitch. No.
You should have made sturdier chairs for just in case. You always have to be prepared for the unexpected.
And to the flight attendants that said, you might need a seatbelt extender. No, I don't. I can sit without doing it. You can't charge me for a second seat, you sons of bitches. That is true. As long as you can buckle your seatbelt without an extender, they can't charge you for a second seat. It's a fact. People will bitch about it, but fuck that shit. It's true.
Dino, I would sit beside you on a plane, no problem.
You would regret it after 45 minutes, I'll tell you that much. That's just true. Oh, man.
We'd hang out. I'm little enough. I don't need a big one. No, we'll just get I can just use some of the seat and you can use the rest.
You know what? The funny thing is, so we used to travel, probably a couple times a year we would go somewhere. Maybe once a year. Like once a year we'd go to or like once every other year we'd go to Europe or something. And then like in between years, so like every other year we'd go to Europe or something. And then in between those we'd try and go to a resort or something that was fairly close by. But I honestly miss fucking travel right now. That's my...
Really?
Yeah.
I've missed going away on my vacation that I just came back from already.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't go on a boat with you, though. No offense, Dino, but we couldn't take that little 9-speed. Because what are we going to bring over to the island? How are we going to get all our shit there? We'd have to take one load for you and one load for all our shit.
Number one, that's fucking mean, okay? So fuck you, you asshole. Okay? What we do is we make more money and get a bigger fucking boat.
You know I love your kingness. I'm still trying to work up money for my little boat. By the way, everybody, I'm going to try to figure out how to start a GoFund Crystal's camping page.
I'm not sure if she said I like your gayness or something. I don't know what you said because I'm not gay. So that's weird.
Your bigness, you know that.
My bigness, bigness. Okay, so bigness, not
no,
a
it's
fucking...
like a king.
It's not a fucking word, Crystal. God damn it. Hey, it's bad enough.
Royalty.
It's His Majesty. My name is His Majesty the Plumpness. Thank you very much.
The Plumpness. Ooh,
That's
I hope
a
I shaved my
horrible fucking name.
I just went really high.
I'll be honest with you. It's that nickname that makes me want to not be fat anymore because that's a fucking dick move.
You're not fat.
No, it's true. I'm not.
You're not fat. You're royal. You're royal. You're like a king.
As a
like
shit
a
kingdom. I'll tell you that right now, guys. It's a shit kingdom.
No, it's not. It's a healthy, profitable kingdom. And other kings will be jealous. You got to remember, people only put down big people because they were jealous of them that they got to eat so much.
Oh, so true.
And that the... Right?
That and
and that means that you can afford to eat. So that's good. So that means that you can afford to eat. So, like, it's good. That means that you did well. You were like, look at me.
I'll be honest with you. I feel bad.
Can you afford that?
I love how you're so small and you're like, can you afford it? It's like, yeah. It's like, no problem. I can't afford this. This is the shit I can't afford. But being that size, yeah, I can afford that. I can do that easily.
I bet you're
very small.
I eat just as much. I bet you, though, I eat just as much, if not more, than you do.
But can you eat a human person? That's the question, okay? I feel bad. Okay, so I want to make sure. I'm going to have to message my friend. I'm going to message Cole's mom and be like, listen, when I say happy birthday at the end of it, stop watching because this is not really for him at that point. It's, yeah.
Will you keep in my comment about the swift wind? Because I think every boy needs to be okay with that. And be okay hearing it from a woman.
What did you say?
So that way they're not so ashamed. About the swift wind hitting his penis and it's okay. It's hard. Well, I think it's better that they hear it from a woman, don't you?
I love.
So that way they're comfortable with it.
I'm like, I'm gonna try and do something nice and uplifting to the kid, and you're like, hey, remember, sometimes your cock might get erect. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Okay, this is part of nature. Sometimes you just gotta walk around with a just good stiffy. It's like that's not good advice.
Stick it above your pants.
No, don't do that. You're gonna blow out your fucking belly button. Don't do that. It's a horrible idea. See, this is the okay. You know what? Fuck this shit. This is the problem. Is you have men need a wholesome influence in their lives, both male and female. And that doesn't mean that you have to have a male and female parent. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is having a male and female influence in their life gives them a balanced perspective on something that everyone in the universe has been trying to achieve since the dawn of time, is to understand what the other sex is thinking. Okay, and you know what? just because if you're gay and or same-sex marriage where you have children you've adopted or whatever, that doesn't mean that child shouldn't have a strong influence from another gender. That gives them a balanced perspective, and especially, I'll be honest with you, I am seeing some catty people and like man haters, women haters, and you're like, that's not healthy. That's what brings us to the situation we're currently in. You can't hate gender, race.
Nobody.
That's
it's
done.
So stupid.
It's a waste of fucking time.
It's so stupid to have hate for another human being. It's so stupid. It's such a. It makes you like people are like, oh, that's dumb. Oh, this person. What? I want you to honestly tell me you're honest, make me believe why you could possibly hate somebody of a different gender, of a different race, of a different sexuality. Who cares who the fuck they're in love with? As long as they're loving, you know? Like,
I can answer that question.
Who cares?
I can answer that question. No, but it's true. Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
But you know what?
Women are very easy to hate. They're very easy to hate in general.
I'm not a huge fan of women. Some women are mean. But it's okay.
I'm joking.
They want to be
I'm
mean.
Joking.
Let them be mean.
No. Honestly,
I'm not joking.
You know what? No, that's the thing is, like, I've seen
serious face.
women just be so vicious and savage with each other that it's sad. It really is. And that's one of the things where you're going like, we're all in the same team, right? Like men, women, black, white. It doesn't make a difference. We're all gonna die, and we're all it's you hear of what's the one in the States, the McCoys, and it's two families that have been like rivals. It's the McCoys and something. I forget who it is. Anyways, it's two families in the South that are rivals for hundreds of years, and it's a whole big thing, and you're like, you know what happens before you die? Nobody gives a shit. That's simple. Oh, I had a rivalry. Who cares, loser? What did you do with your life? What did you achieve? How did you make this a better place for the people that are going to be here after you? Whether they're your children or not, whoever's after you, how did you contribute to making it better? Well, I fucked those other people. You're like, that's not a good thing. You're just an asshole, right? It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
People don't think about they just think about, I don't know, people don't think about how good the world could be if we all just, and remember, I've said it before and I'll say it again, if you hold up 2 pints of blood, can you really tell me what gender it is, what race it is, what sexuality it is, what religion it is? Can you tell me that?
You can only tell that stuff by
blood, so quick, you tell me, are you going to take it?
You can only tell that difference by taste. You can't do it by sight. That's true. It's not true. It's not true.
That's why all those rich people drink all the blood.
Apparently, all the rich people. This is
some Muslim blood.
Allegedly, rich people drink the blood of children. That's what we're hearing on the news. That's exciting.
Well, they do stem cells research, like stem cells, and that's taking babies' umbilical cords and stuff, and that's why they're trying to push back the age of but still, that's still gross. Why are we using each other for I get it, like organs, but they kill people for organs.
And this is the thing.
They kill people. Like, you think somebody rich and famous, if they need a heart transplant, you think that they're going to wait around on a list for somebody that matches their blood type and their stuff? No.
Who was the guy?
They're going to get it because they're going to find somebody and they're going to be like, hey, we match. Boom, you got hit by a car. Look, and all your organs are great. Thank you.
So, who was the guy from Apple? Steve Jobs.
Bill Gates.
No, Bill Gates isn't from Apple yet. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't say it. So,
no. Jeff
Bezos is Amazon. Good God, woman! Seriously, you're killing me here. Okay, so Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, at the end of his life, we found out that and there's been some biopics where you're like, man, he was kind of an asshole. And one of the big things was that he wouldn't get a license plate for his car because where he was located, you didn't have to have one for the first 6 months of owning a car, and that way he couldn't be identified and stuff. Then the other thing was how he found a loophole, because remember, Steve Jobs was a super intelligent guy, right? It was a piece of garbage. He was a human piece of garbage. That's obvious, right? But what happened was he found a loophole in the organ donor process, so that he was able to get I think it was a liver transplant a lot sooner than he should have. But he was already he was already tits up at that point. So it was like, it didn't matter what he was going to get. It was too hard for his body to deal with. So, you look at things like this and you're going, listen, and especially someone like that, someone like Steve Jobs, where after all is said and done, he changed a lot of what we experience in life because of his innovation. And you know what? Yeah. I'll tell you right now, he probably died on a big pile of money regretting some fucking shit that he didn't do. That's a shitty fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, to have been responsible for such a great change, but then be remembered that you were a piece of shit. You're like, I don't know, guys. You know what? I have mixed feelings about the benefits of that situation. I changed the world, but I'm going to be remembered as a piece of dog shit. What are you going to do? I'd rather be remembered fondly as a contributor for a short period of time than remembered as a piece of shit forever by everyone because of what I did,
That's my main thing. I always want to remember, like, give people, like, hey, you know, at the end of the day, that person taught me this, or that person made me smile, even if it's for 5 seconds. If I could create a fond memory for somebody, that's awesome. Yeah. And I know I've created some shitty ones for people, and that I apologize for. And, you know, and I'm sorry, and I hope that it all works itself out in the end, but I'm happy that I was able to create some happy ones for people as well. And people have created some happy ones for me.
I thought up a really bad joke on that, which is really inappropriate.
I know I created some happy memories. Some spank bank memories for people.
I was going to say, just because someone was all quick draw McGraw, I don't think you can take that as blame. That was their fault. Okay? That's, you know. You gave them the best that they deserved. They just couldn't hold out.
Yeah. No.
That's a horrible, you know what?
Hey, they got their money's worth.
Honestly, I'm sorry. That's a horrible joke, and that's not very nice. I'm sorry.
It is nice. No, you know what? People are saying something horrible.
Oh, you know what? That's the thing is, it's
no kidding.
When you hear...
Which is horrible, though, to say.
No, but that's the thing is, it's really not. You're like, it's not that big of a deal, and I like people get crazy about certain things, and you're just like... Like, I remember, like, okay, so here's a little bit inside baseball, is I saved myself for marriage. You're like,
that's what I'm doing. Well, not really, because I totally put out.
It's definitely not what you're doing. It's you're stealing my glory, okay? That's what you're doing, you fucking asshole, okay? I saved myself for marriage, and you know what? So I was, let me see, I was 21. When I lost my virginity.
That's not that young. I was 18. And I didn't save myself for marriage. It was like 21's not that young.
Okay, that was my
30 would be young.
Well, that was my first wedding. Okay, that was my first marriage. So
okay.
But yeah, and
that's
you know what?
Super young still.
Yeah, I was. And you know what? See, this is the thing is all of my siblings, they are married, and they all to my perspective, have decent marriages, and they all got married around the same age too, early 20s, and they've been married for quite a long time, happily. Wow. I'm the only one that got divorced, so I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, but no,
it's probably because you should have experimented. Did you experiment after you got married?
No, I experimented after I got divorced. That's what I mean. I'm not a piece of shit. Like okay.
That's what I mean, after you got divorced.
Yeah.
Did you experiment a little bit more so that way you had some experience going into your second marriage? So that way you weren't like, fuck, you know?
No. I always knew that I do my best work on my back. That's, you know. And I make sure I treat women right. But you know, that's how it is. So
that counts because everyone thinks it's all about the sexy stuff, and the sexy stuff is important. But the sexy stuff is just like half of it. Because wonder if, like, at the end you can't do the sexy stuff anymore. Then what, are you going to stop loving the person? Like,
definitely, I'm definitely gonna. It's definitely what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stop loving somebody because they're not sex. No, in all honesty, it's
because sexiness is like 10% of it, really.
I love the delay that we're having right now because I'm like, it's definitely that, and she's going, wait, no, it's great. So what I find hilarious is just the idea that, well, people have this idea of what's sexy, and you're like, ooh. And then when you see it in real life, you're like, yeah, you can't cut to different camera, guy. So people are watching you the whole time. And it's not that sexy. Yeah. So, you know what? Is the things that you realize are sexy aren't what you see in movies, okay? That's just... and that's why it's... Well, people are like, ooh, I'm so sexy. Like, yeah, we're going to just go watch you until you can't figure out what to do with your hands. And then you're like... Ta-da! Like it no longer becomes sexy. You're like, that's not...
I make to the love to the camera every single video. So
of course you do. You just look at it, you're like, right? So, and I'm here looking like a doofus going, I got a beard and I'm bald and what's happening, everybody? It's just...
Oh my God, yes. Do you see the kind of feedback I get? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's, and you know what? That's honestly the funniest part about things is that so many people have an opinion where you're going, you have no right to have an opinion. Why don't you go fuck yourself, you asshole, right? Like, it just says,
yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day,
have
that's
an
why,
opinion on your own life. You want to have an opinion, have your opinion on your life.
well,
That's what you can have an opinion on.
Well, it's not even that. It's if you share an opinion with the intent of, you know, stabbing somebody emotionally, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You should know that, right? Like, and that's why, like, there's been an upsurge, especially during quarantine, where a lot of comics will troll whatever you're saying and be like, and just with random things. And for them, they're like, well, I'm just having a good time. You're like, no, you're just an asshole. And I remember talking with one comic where I said, listen, it ain't 2004 where you have some sort of anonymity or that people are like, that guy's just being an internet asshole. That's pretty funny, right? Now, people just assume however you are online, that's how you are in real life. So even the people who have never met you will just make the assumption that, oh, you're that kind of person. And, like, I'll tell you,
100%.
You know what is a failure in life? When your own friends introduce you with, he's a good guy when you get used to him. That means you're an asshole until people learn to ignore you. That's what that actually means. I've been introduced that way, and that made me want to change how I act. Because that's not a that's not a compliment. Yeah, that makes you a piece of shit, right? It doesn't make you a good person. You know, I tell the truth, you know, and people can't take it. No, you're just an asshole. Yep. That's what it is, okay? Because the fact is...
Oh, my God. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to people that you know who you are that say that.
Everybody fucking hates Crystal. There's no question. They're like, fuck her. Me, I'm a great guy. People are like, Dino's awesome. I also look like I could eat you. So, they save it for behind my back. That's okay. I don't give a shit.
People don't put me down either to my face. But
no, because you look like you would shank them. That's why.
I will.
If you ever want to be shanked with a smile, call Crystal Morency. She'll take care of it. She's happy to right in the kidney. Make sure it's a forever shanking. She doesn't want to give you the low-level experience of being shanked and surviving.
I like to be memorable.
Exactly. So the last thing you'll see is stabby Crystal.
How do you think I survived my life? How do you think I survived?
Hey, man, you got to defend yourself. That's always a big concern I have is that, like...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not being shanked. It's a long way to hit something vital. I have no worries about being shanked. I'm like, yeah, bring it on. Even still, like, let's put it this way. If someone was coming at me and I could catch the knife, I would know where to direct it to make sure. I'm like, oh, you're just getting fat, dude. If anything, I'm going to come out this thinner and faster. You're fucked, okay? Because that's the thing is, so yesterday I was in front of the mirror. I took off my shirt, and like every man, I just started kind of just posing down and just, you know, seeing what I could do and everything. And the funny thing is, I'm like, I have a pretty decent what is it?
You have a good frame.
No.
To carry yourself.
But I have the build of like a power lifter up until like my mid abdomen. And then I have like a ring, I have a ring of fat there. And it's like, you know what? If I could get robot from there down, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I would be a rock star. Like I'm okay with that. You know, I want to keep my dick, but like, if I could just get rid of the ring and a few other, you know, unsightly areas, I'm like, I'm game. Let's do this, you know, because
I'm game.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing is, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't really, I get fat, I'm working on it in a bit just to explain how I lose weight, and when I gain weight, it's a weird experience, and it always causes...
If I get a boob job, I would be insane. If I were to get a boob job, I would be like, my phone wouldn't go off. I wouldn't stop going off. Like, if I had a big old set of titties... it would be insane. It would be insane. Like seriously, like cleavage, so that way I could titty fuck instead of having to like not do it.
I really need to make sure I tell Cole to just listen to the first like 3 or 4 minutes and stop. He's 12. There's a lot of information we've said that he should not see at all. That's a bad idea.
Oh my god, so today's episode is going to be really good though because I watched my part of it and I don't know about you, but I was super funny.
I don't know about you, but I was great. You suck. It's like, what? Why do I suck? What the fuck?
No, you must have been funny though because I was doing my... You must have been funny. I was doing my so you must have said something funny. So you must have said
Let us know what you think of Crystal's laugh, people. She's been laughing like that for quite some time. You can let us know what you think. Should we cut her vocal cords or not? That's it. That's it. So, it's funny on that note.
So,
one of
on that note,
well, one of the people I friend
your anniversary.
No, we're not. No, we talked about that yesterday. We're good. That's fine. Yeah. No.
Okay.
We already know I'm a shit husband, and that's okay. You know, my wife is awesome. I'm shit. That's it's fine. No, well, it's funny that you would mention your laugh. Is there's a comic that I met maybe a year ago or so, I think, around there. Nick Pepper. He's a very funny guy. He was kind of just figuring out his humor, like where he wanted to go, because he had one specific look, but his humor was a little bit different. So we were going back and forth, and he was getting really, really funny. I really enjoyed his company. But he has a laugh that's like, it makes your laugh look like a hee hee. Like his is a full on cackle. And he does it like he doesn't even try and stifle it. He just goes full on, and multiple times during the show. And the best part is like he's a good sport about everything. So you guys have seen it on this.
I try to refrain.
Well, that's the funny thing is he just looks like he's running at like 1,000% every second. Like he just looks jittery. So there's been times when he'll start laughing and I'll just point it out. And he's a very good sport, so he just goes with it. But then like a couple times he heard me. So I, like everyone else, I have different laughs for different situations. But if you catch me off guard with some solid grade A shtick that I've never heard before, is what happens is my laughter actually gets very winded and very high pitch. And when that happens, it doesn't happen very often. It's happened on this show a couple times. Where I just sound like a wheezy.
I'm like, I've seen you laugh like that.
Yeah, you have. You definitely have. But the funny thing is, then he tried to make a bit about it, and people were like, "Nah, we don't believe you." And he was like, "No, have you heard his laugh? It's high pitched and giggly like a girl." And everyone's like, "Nah, we don't believe you." And he's like, "Bullshit! I've seen it happen. I made him laugh." And they're like, "Nah." I felt bad for him because he's such a good guy, and he was so true too. And I was like, he was like, "Damn it."
Damn it. See? That's like when you tell somebody that you saw something, like people that tell people that they saw aliens. Oh, yeah. And people are like, nah. And they're like, dude, that was the coolest experience of my whole entire life. I'm just hoping I'm talking to you aliens that I really want to hang out and I really want to experience it. And nobody's going to believe me anyways.
Not me. I don't believe shit. I don't believe shit. I don't talk shit. I'm just leaving shit alone. I don't want to get abducted by aliens.
I want to believe.
But I want to
believe.
I will happily obey our robot overlords, no problem. That's what I will do. I will happily.
Me too.
All hail our robot overlords. Aliens, not so much. Not a big fan. I'm just saying. I'm happy with
robot overloads. I definitely hail you.
Yeah, that's
Dino.
Oh yeah. I'd make a great administrator and or enforcer.
You can help me run my cult.
And hey, I'm okay. Listen, from about like just above my belly button down, I'm okay with being a robot. Yeah. I'd like to keep my dick or a replacement dick of equal or greater size. I'm okay with that. But that's my. I'm good with being a hybrid. I think we could probably like maintain. I don't want to shit. If I'm a robot, I don't want to shit. I think that would be a big thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. Yeah, because
I like that.
Yeah. Like I still
want to be a robot though.
No, like
do you want to be a robot?
I would like to be part robot, not full robot. Right?
Yeah.
I still
want. You just want to be like sexy Dino and some robot.
Mostly, I'd like to be able to rip off someone's arms. That's merely what I think I can get that. Like I'm pretty sure if I didn't have to worry about the weight down low, I'm pretty sure I could be in some sort of sporting world with my upper torso. that I could make it, yeah, and that works. That makes
like MMA.
Maybe, who knows?
Like MMA, you can be a heavyweight.
So take the Terminator from like just after his rib cage, like from there down. I want that robot body with my own penis, or a bigger replacement robot penis. I'm okay with that too. But that's.
Does that mean that you have to have sex with a robot if you have a robot penis?
I don't think so.
To be a robot?
I think it would be important that you had a condom.
Know if I'd want a robot penis. I think so. Well, that's why. Did we learn whether or not we can get robots wet and they die? Did we learn this or not? Did we is it like the Wizard of Oz?
We definitely should not.
I didn't research this. I didn't research because if we could spray them with a hose and they just shut off.
What the fuck? What did you say? So robots do robots have to fuck robots? What was your question?
Well, first I want to know, can we get them wet? Like, can you excite a female robot?
Have you ever seen the movie or the show Archer?
Squirt lube?
Have you ever seen the show Archer?
Yeah, I like Archer.
Do you remember
I've seen a couple episodes.
Okay. There's one character, a robot that he starts to have sex with. She has a plastic vagina that every once in a while she forgets and leaves in the sink because she has to clean it out. So that's how that works. Yeah.
Oh.
So that'll ruin your day.
Yeah. I'm like, is it like if you come home and you find your wife's dildo or something? Like, your wife left her dildo inside the dishwasher?
Hey, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Like,
number one, if you're a woman in a family who leaves your that uses the dishwasher to wash your dildo, you are a piece of fucking work. I'll tell you right now. That is where you're walking around waving your dildo at people. To put it in your dishwasher, that's what people eat off of, you sick fuck. That is gross. You know what? I don't care about efficiency.
I can't even use the one. I just use the little part that goes because I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to mess up the cupcake. You don't want to break the cupcake and have it be messy. Like everybody, when you first see a cupcake, you want to see it with its icing and its cherry on top and stuff. You don't want to see it all smushed and gross.
You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, men. If you see a smashed cupcake, they'll be like, "Still good, still problem." No problem. Yeah. It could be a cupcake where someone is taking a thumb and just go right in the middle, and they're like, "I'll still eat it. It's all good." No problem. I've seen ones where they had two stacked on top of each other, so there's like a layer of paper in between them, and the guy would be like, "No, I'll just eat two. That's cool. Yeah, no problem." So, despite what you think, men have no problems about that. They're like, "No, it's good. Yeah. It's still a working vagina, right? Okay, let's do this. It's a good deal. You know? We'll figure out what's going to happen, and we'll just play with it. Wait till it works. We'll try and wake it up, maybe give it a little smack, give it a little and see what happens. And,
I think I just puked. As much as I love penis, there's still things as ugly penises. There's still such a thing. And I love the penis. But there's still such a thing as a penis that I don't want to touch. Where I'm like, that's not a good penis.
Oh, no.
That penis is going to give me something.
Penises are ugly. Penises are very ugly. Okay, there's no question about that.
Vaginas are ugly. Vaginas are ugly.
No, some of them, look, a vagina
not mine.
Look.
I'm like for future references, everybody, not mine. Like,
yes!
not mine.
Fantastic.
Not mine.
You know what, though?
Well, I don't want to put that out in the universe. Like, I don't want people to have that in their head. Like, then I'm so disgusted by them because of my own.
Listen.
No, it's because of the ones that I've seen.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, listen, I've been sent some really awful pictures while in quarantine. And I'll tell you this much. Even the grossest ones, I'd probably still do it if I was single. I'd be like, what are you going to do? You know? Like, I'm talking like full Arby's sandwich, like just all over the place, God, okay? Oh no, we can't talk about this. Oh, you're all grossed out. I mean, you warned a 12-year-old, be careful, strong winds might have you walking around like you're the new Stalin. Just
I'm trying to tell him that it's okay. I'm trying to tell him that it's okay.
Oh, but an Arby's sandwich is not edible, apparently. As long as, and if it isn't made properly.
No, I'm telling the little boy. Okay, to you, Cole, do not touch that Arby's sandwich.
Don't be watching. Don't be watching. Cole, don't be watching right now, okay? Don't watch right now. This is horrible. Are you fucking crazy? The kid's gonna be demented. He's like, no, they said I should stick with Arby's sandwiches. Can you imagine the phone call I would get from his mother? After she's like, so Cole just told me that he should only eat Arby's sandwiches from now on, so he can gain experience.
No, that he shouldn't eat Arby's sandwiches. Stay away from the Arby's sandwiches. You go for the what are tight ones, like wraps. Like go for
yes, fantastic. Stick to a wrap.
Something that's wrap pretty,
or maybe a panzerotti.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a pretty sandwich. Like, there's no like pretty sandwiches.
Hoagie every time. You're gonna go with a hoagie.
Stick to the cupcakes.
Make sure that thing's a monster.
Are so pretty.
Listen, you want a little bit of meat on the outside, but not a lot. Just a little bit to tantalize your senses. Okay, that's a good hoagie. You want that. And from there, the problem is you don't want it so the top and bottom swish, because then you're gonna have meat falling out all over the place. It's not good. Okay. And you make sure.
And they just puked a little bit.
You make sure if you order tomatoes, you try and get those strained a little bit so it doesn't get everything all wet and gross. Boom! That's how I did that. Because I am a sick fucking bastard.
I hope to God he watches that.
I really hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. Because you know what? His mom will straight up kick me right in the balls. I don't want that, okay?
No.
She sent me to the hospital once. I'm not going back.
Real. Oh, guys, stop saying that because I want to make fun of you so bad.
Oh, yeah, no, she did. It's, that's fine. But, no, I
hope she doesn't watch this.
You know what? She might enjoy this. I'm not sure. She's a unique and dynamic person, but.
That's awesome.
I'm definitely horrible.
We like you.
I think you're great.
No, it's funny.
Amen.
I think it's hilarious. Amen.
I have no idea what the fuck happened today. We ended up talking about sandwiches. We tried to be nice and wish a nice happy birthday to a friend of mine. That didn't go well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did. It went well. It went awesome. He is going to remember that birthday forever. That birthday video. He's going to put that in his spank bank.
That's probably bad. That's probably not. So I'm thinking is what we'll do is every time we record on his birthday, we're going to try and say something. I'll try and say something to him. And I'm sure Crystal will ruin it when I do. She'll ruin it again. It'll be fine. It's,
Happy birthday, Cole buddy.
He's not listening right now. Right now is the point where I'm getting a phone call from my friend going, are you fucking kidding me? Arby's sandwich? Seriously? Seriously. And I'd be like, oh, kids gotta know.
Kids gotta know. Dude, we gotta educate. You gotta be real with these kids. You can't let them try to figure shit out. You just gotta be like, dude, this is what's up.
There's gonna be times when you go to the food court and the only place without a lineup, Arby's. What are you gonna do? Okay?
Bite your nails, cut your nails, bite your nails. Cut your fingernails.
That's a good point. If you're dealing with an Arby's sandwich, it'd be nice if you file down your nails. You don't want any sharp edges. It's not nice. Right? And I would say moisturize your fingers. That'd be nice. Okay? You don't necessarily have to worry about the thumb. You don't necessarily have to worry about the palm, but definitely your thumb and four fingers, you should moisturize those. I think that's fair.
And she is not a science project. You don't go in there just trying to be all willy-nilly.
Listen, you find someone who's a piece of shit that you don't really like and use them as your science experiment. So when you do find somebody you like, that's horrible advice. That is horrible advice. Nobody do that, please. Okay, that's not nice. That's a horrible, no. You know what? Read a book, figure it out.
Get yourself somebody that will teach you how to do it.
Yeah, that's a nice
an
thing.
Older woman first.
Well, listen, this isn't all about getting Crystal her forever dick, okay? So let's just stop trying to promote that shit,
Ew,
okay?
not with a 12-year-old.
You better not, okay? Listen, there's a lot of shit going on.
Wait a second.
There's a lot of shit going on right now where, you know what? Yeah, definitely not with a 12-year-old. That is not okay. That is...
Ew, no, that's not okay. This goes out to all you grown men. To you grown men 30 plus, because I don't want anybody young anymore. Like, I'm done with it. You need to be mature. You have to have your shit together a little bit, okay? Because I don't want to babysit. I clearly am not going to be the responsible, cool one in the relationship. You're the one that has your shit together. Like I am responsible, and I can take care of me, but you need to be able to take care of you. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting to my future forever dick. He doesn't like it. Doesn't like it.
Not that she knows who he is, but I'm sure he doesn't like it. He just doesn't like it. That's definitely what it is.
I'm sure he doesn't. I don't like it either, and I apologize for doing it, and he understands. He's just like, okay.
Little does she know that her forever dick during quarantine has worn a top hat and had a face drawn on his head. So...
That's cool.
And he goes, hey,
I'm cool with that.
He walks into every room saying, hey, partner, check it out. It's not good.
Probably. And that's cool. That's cool.
That's a horrible idea. The fuck? That's, you know what? I've developed a bad habit where I'll be...
My standards aren't high, Dino.
What?
I just want somebody to make... My standards aren't high. I just want somebody that makes me smile. Makes it okay.
No.
You know?
No, I can understand that.
That's all. I don't care what you do. I do. Please don't be somebody that's going to go to jail or be a drug dealer or something. I know I usually date you guys, but I can't do it anymore. I can't do it.
I'm out. I'm out of the running. I'm definitely going to jail. It's not
Well, I mean, not before me. Somebody's got to send me a care package. Somebody's got to...
So this has gone to shit real fast. Yeah, well, you know.
We're not going to jail, Dino. We're not bad people.
Oh, you're going to jail. You're definitely going to jail. I'm not going to jail. No. I have money and I look like a white guy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm fine. I might become a politician. Who knows?
I'm too smart. I'm too smart to go to jail. I got told that by a psychiatrist.
Yeah. See, I can't go to jail because I end up being just the Kool-Aid man, and I'll just, right through everything. I'll get it right out of there. No.
I'm totally going to go to jail because I just said that. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm not a bad person. I don't do things for bad reasons, and I'm good. So if I do go to jail, please protest.
Let's get it straight.
I'm not going to last long, so...
Let's get it very
I'm
straight.
going to have to make everybody my bitch the first day. I'm going to have lots of bitches. Like, I'm going to have to do it the first day.
Just so you know...
I'm going to have to take the biggest chick in there and just lay her out.
Just so you know, Crystal does horrible things for good reason. She doesn't do good things for a bad reason. So she does horrible things for a good reason. Yeah. And apparently she likes taco buffet. Yeah. She likes a taco buffet, maybe a little extra sriracha on there. Maybe every once in a while an Arby's sandwich. So. That's so not inclusive. Come on. Listen, everyone deserves love and happiness, and I hope I have had the...
Is this your motivation?
No, we should probably, we are pretty much done. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. You know what, guys?
Okay.
Let's say this. Actually, you know what? I got a good one that I read the other day, was that if you want to change yourself, go for it. You want to reinvent yourself, you want to gain a new skill, you want to change who you are. Go for it. There's nothing saying that you can't. There's no one that's going to stop you. No one's going to try to influence you otherwise. And if they do, then know that that person is part of the change that needs to happen. They need to go. We're held back in life by people. Arnold Schwarzenegger says it the best. He's like, you've got to stay away from the naysayers. The naysayers, they're not helpful for you, right? There's people who say that you can't do something are, if they have the time and effort to explain to you why, that's a beneficial friend. But someone who just says, nah, you can't do that. That's not someone looking out for your best interest. And that's why you really need to surround yourself with like-minded people that want you to be successful. Because the new idea that it's not enough for me to succeed, but I need you to fail is a horrible fucking thing. Because no one should want to be successful by themselves. The hard part is finding someone that wants you to be successful as much as they want themselves to be successful. I want to be a success. I want to carry my friends through that success. I have no problem being the donkey of the group and carrying us through. Not a problem. But I don't want to be alone. I have my wife. I have my family. These are important things to me. And my friends are the family I choose. So take the time to think about that. Think about where you're going. And those obstacles that are at best a pylon, just push them out of the way. They're not worth your attention. Focus on your goal and where you want to be, and that's where you should devote your time to. I think that's it.
Fuck Dino. Every day I'm like,
what can I say?
Thank you. I get it. I'm like,
it's, you know what? I think
so true.
My thing is, listen, I'm not an approachable person. I'm not a nice person. I look like I would shank you.
He wants to portray that way, but he is.
I do. And you know what? No, I do that.
He just gave us all words of advice.
That's right. I do it as a form of self-protection, okay? I don't question that at all. Yep. It's rooted in severe depression and mental illness. There's no question about that because I'm batshit fucking crazy. Okay? But what I'm saying is that doesn't mean we don't have to care about people. That doesn't mean that we can't be knowledgeable. And that's why it's like my philosophy is like there's no reason why you can't, and like come on, man. I've achieved so much in my short period of time here, and like let's put it this way, who knows how much longer I'm going to be, because fuck, I'm a ticking time bomb. But you know that doesn't make me stop. That doesn't mean that I can't do anything more. But I think that's it for today. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody can find me at Simply Me on YouTube. You can find me, Crystal Morency, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Dino.
Hey guys, you can find me on Dino the Genetic Marvel at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Smoke Signal, all sorts of things. Even by rope. But this has been Morning Motivational Rant. We are trying to upload every weekday, so Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. So that means that we're going to have one loading up right now. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Please like, subscribe, share it with your friends.
Comment.
By all means, don't hesitate to comment. We appreciate your feedback greatly and love to hear from you. So have a great day, guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.